NortheastConference.tv and the PAC Network presents the inaugural Northeast Conference Men's Lacrosse Championship. Today, the number 2 seeded Quinnipiac Bobcats take on the 3 seed Robert Morris Colonials in semifinal number 1.
Ground ball teams in the country cannot corral. Coming out with it for the Colonials on a sprint, and they get a shot and a goal right away from Corbin Tau Brambleby. A 63% shot on goal percentage, very solid, and Costeris came around the cage and found one over Rupert's shoulder to even things at 1. And Robert Morris was able to squeak back into the game, but never really got over the hump. A great pass out in front, a check from behind, the flag comes, and the goal is counted for Quinnipiac. What a catch and a finish from Jake Ems. And off down crease, extended Oppenheimer, the fake, the dive, the shot, a flag out. Will they count it? Jack Oppenheimer's second goal of the day is just as pretty as the first. For Quinnipiac, which results in yet another goal. This time it's the leading goal scorer, Kevin Kelly. Up top, the rip goes top shelf for Patrick Smith. Coming off a 6-goal performance, Smith finds the netting. Space created by Christian Haggerty. Another goal for Quinnipiac's Kevin Kelly. The cut. Haggerty found him for assist number 2, and Kelly with goal number 2. Robert Morris works it around the perimeter. Keith Lee has it. Matisse down low to Moore, and can you say on target? Trevor Moore with goal number 2 for him today, and it's 8-6 Quinnipiac's lead cut to 2.
Eric Fekete at the break. It's an 8-6 lead for the Bobcats, and really that first half was just your ability to get the possessions off the face-off. Speak to how your team, which you have a few different face-off options, were able to get those possessions going.
Well, you know, in this game, possessions are really important. I mean, these guys can score a lot, and we know that when we won the first game this season, the possessions were really where it was at. So we worked all week on trying to get the ball off the face-off, more importantly, trying to maintain a good possession edge in the game, which I think is key to us winning.
Now, when a guy like Robert Morris's Trevor Moore gets going, in the back of your mind, are you thinking, uh-oh, you got to limit his touches?
Yeah, I mean, we all know they're going to score goals. They're a great scoring offense, and the more we can keep the ball in our offensive end and away from their offense, the better we're going to be. You know, when they have the ball, they're going to score at some point. So I think we're pretty comfortable just playing our offense and making good choices looking for the high percentage shot, which we worked on all week.
Coach, thanks. Good luck in the final 30.
I appreciate it, Danny. Thank you.
4-1 in NEC play. And there's your first goal of the second half, and Kyle Matisse, who has been one of the main catalysts of the offense within the restraining area for the Colonials, top 5 at causing turnovers. And Robert Morris has found a tie game from Patrick Smith. Quinnipiac instead. Moore. It's a sprint out for Robert Morris. Tau Brambleby. He has a hat trick, and it's a lead for Robert Morris at 9-8. Digby to a cutting Matisse, and he beats Benzing far side. Matisse's second goal, and it's a 10-8 lead for Robert Morris, now clicking on all cylinders offensively. And Matisse gets loose for the fadeaway goal. Benzing had left the cage, and it was the lead pass from Trevor Moore. Oppenheimer fires and gets through Rupert. Oppenheimer with a hat trick for Quinnipiac, and the Bobcats are back within 2. And he knew, with all that space, step in and fire away. Rupert got a piece, but not enough to keep it off the line. Oppenheimer looking for goal number 4, and he got it on the bad angle. Kelly works it around, trying to find Oppenheimer out in front. The cutter, it is Oppenheimer, gets through, shoots, and scores! As time expires to tie it. Are you kidding me? It was a well-designed play, and they will award the goal to Quinnipiac. They're going to count it. Oppenheimer, the step through, the slide, the bounce, the goal, his 5th, and the senior is the hero to tie it at 11. Will go to overtime. An overtime penalty. 3:40 to go overall. Haggerty tees it up and wins the game for Quinnipiac. Christian Haggerty, the 4th of 4 straight for the Bobcats, and somehow they're going to the NEC final.
When you went into the locker room for that delay, did you have a sense that your team had it in them after really what was a tough third quarter to come back from that?
Well, I think, definitely momentum was on Robert Morris' side at that point, and, we scrimmage about 15 minutes a day, and so my message was pretty simple to the guys. It's like, look, we do this every single day. We go up 2, down 2, we put all kinds of scenarios in, so it's nothing we haven't done before. get away from the pressure and just play the game the way it needs to be played. And I'll tell you what, Kevin Benzing made some great saves. Jack made some great plays, and we just got lucky. They're a good team, and I feel very fortunate to get the win.
How about Benzing? I mean, literally point blank 5, 6, maybe 7 times where he just picked off shots that you would never have expected.
Well, we had the all-conference team come out yesterday, and Kevin didn't make it, and I think we all kind of felt like, not that the other 2 goalies weren't good, but he's the best, and he's been, a stalwart guy for us for 4 years, and we knew he'd come up big. I wouldn't rather have anybody else in the cage but Kevin, so I was pretty confident, but he played out of his mind. I'm glad we had him today, no question.
How about Mr. Natural hat trick in Jack Oppenheimer, the 3 goals in 2:50 to end the game after having 2 of his own early on in the game, so a 5-goal effort from him.
Well, he's a real pure goal scorer, Jack is, and when he gets momentum and he gets confidence, he's tough to stop, and I think the hardest part with Jack is telling him not to force it but to wait for the right opportunities, and he kind of got a little bit jammed up in the third quarter, but he's over 100-point scorer in his career for us, 100-goal scorer, and no one I'd rather have the ball in their stick other than Christian, I guess, at the end to score. So we're very happy, no question.
A little bit longer of a scouting night than you expected, but congratulations.
That's all right. That's all right.
We'll see you Sunday.
I'll take that, absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Coach Eric Fekete. Jack Oppenheimer joins us now. And Jack, a natural hat trick for you in the span of 2:50 there to end the game. You get 5 goals overall. That last play is what I want to ask you about first. In regulation, it looked like you were running off a few screens. The first time through, they couldn't get it to you. Yep. What about the second screen was so good?
I'm not really sure. They were shutting me off, so I didn't even think I was going to get the ball. I was trying to talk to one of the other midfielders and trying to get him out there so he could come over the screen, but it just wasn't working out. So Christian got the ball behind, and I just saw the moment. I came off the screen, got the ball, and once the short stick was on me, I knew I had to go right to the cage. He wasn't going to stop me, so.
Took a look at the replay. You let it loose with .7, and it went in at .4. So that's about as good as it gets. The midfield play today, I mean, there was a lot of very good midfielders on the field. Kyle Matisse for Robert Morris was really all over the place. What did you think about not only your face-off work there in the late third and early fourth quarter, but the rest of your midi play today?
The midfielders really played excellent. We set our offense up like that to have the midfielders dodging against their short stick defenders, and it really worked out for us. They're going to beat the short sticks most of the time, and then that's going to force the pole to slide and leave one of us open. So, it just worked out. It was really good.
Kevin Benzing, can enough be said?
That's all you can really say. Benzing, it's unbelievable. He does that in practice. You think you have the open net, and he just comes out of nowhere and robs you. So, that's really expected from him. He's an awesome player.
Jack, congrats, and maybe we'll talk to you again on Sunday. Got the gloves on. He's still ready from the 5-goal performance. Thank you, Jack. Jack Oppenheimer, 5 goals, and he goes on to the NEC title game with his Quinnipiac Bobcats.